Hey everyone, it's Breezy Bree, and today I will be discussing weight loss surgery, VSG, food hangovers, dumping, and all of that other stuff. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for tuning in. It is greatly appreciated. If you have any questions, concerns, or comments, please feel free to do so below. All right, let's get to it. So, I have a food hangover. I have a food hangover from the entire weekend. And the weekend started with wasabi on Friday. I went to my sister's birthday party, and that's where they decided to go. So I said goodbye to wasabi because the yum yum sauce is something I cannot withhold from. And they have a lot of healthy things there at Wasabi. They'll have fresh vegetables, and the way they prepare it is really okay, maybe it's not healthy with the wok of butter and the wok of like butter. So anyway, um, I've decided to give up a lot of different things, a lot of the fast foods. I didn't check my other restaurants, fast food restaurants that I really like to go to. My favorite one was McDonald's. I said goodbye to that yesterday. Today is Sunday. And I said goodbye to all of the other items I named off in my last video. Not the ones talking about the psyche valve, but the one prior to that one. You can check that out. But the struggle is real. The food hangover is real. When you're doing what you should be doing, when you're eating like you should be eating, you're eating the 3 meals a day, you're not snacking, you're eating your protein, you're then eating your vegetable, and then you, if you have room, eating your starch. If you are eating your fruits and vegetables like you should, you're drinking water, you're doing all these different things that they've asked you to do, you're eating and you're drinking separately from each other. When you start doing these things and then you turn back around like I did and go back to eating some crap, because that's what I'm going to call it right now, it's crap, because how I feel is ridiculously terrible. I feel like I have gone out and had 12 alcoholic beverages of some kind, and I just said, just give me more, just give me more, just give me more, because that's what I did with the food. I said, give me more, yum yum, yum yum sauce, excellent, let's do this all over again tomorrow. And yesterday I woke up and I was sluggish, I was behind the time, I woke up late, I never wake up late. I was really salty about my life. Like, I really need to get my life. Like, I got to get my life. I got to get my life together. And the food was fine. So yesterday night, I kind of got myself back together. I kind of got back into the swing of things. My thinking was a little slower. Yes. And you're probably saying, no, that doesn't really happen when you have food. But like I just said, when you're doing what you should be doing, and you're following the weight loss surgery program like you really need to, as best as you can for you, and then you go backwards, the effects are real. And I was feeling really sluggish. I couldn't really think straight. Like, it was just taking so long for me to respond. I got discombobulated throughout my day, and I felt really like not down, but I felt really like slow. Like, I felt really slow. Like, I couldn't really move as fast. I just felt like the wind almost got knocked out of me while I was asleep trying to recover from all the crap that I had just ate. So we go out yesterday. I told you I was supposed to say goodbye to Cheesecake Factory. I was supposed to say goodbye to cheesecake. But I also share with you that the best memory that I have of cheesecake is when my grandmother used to make it from scratch. And I don't mean buying those little pans with the crust already made into it. I mean, grandma's getting graham crackers and she's taking a rolling pin and she's crushing them with, her might. And she's putting the butter in there and she's getting the cream cheese and she's whipping it up. I mean, my grandma used to throw down. She used to put her pinky toe in it. Pinky toe. So that was my best memory of some good food that I remember. good soul food, good pastries, good desserts. I've not had a good cheese, like a good peach cobbler, since my grandmother. Nobody's compares. It don't even look the same. I don't even know what these people be doing out here when they be making food, but it's supposed to look appealing. It's supposed to look good. And then that's when I'm supposed to want to eat it. It's not supposed to look like slop. Just not. Me and my brother were talking about that yesterday, or no, Friday. So yesterday, just roll with me. So I'm going to Cheesecake Factory. We couldn't go. The wait was too long. Blah, 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 blah. So I never got my cheesecake. We were all rushing out of there because we were really hungry. So we went to Abuelo's, which is a Mexican restaurant in the area. It's pretty popular, pretty big establishment. They do a pretty good job. So we went there and they make this milk cake. And the cake is a white cake and it has white frosting on it. And what you do is you take this vanilla cream that they make and you pour it on top of the cake. And the cake's consistency changes. And with that being said, I love that cake. That was the reason why I really agreed to go there in the first place. I never got my cake. It's cool because I don't even need it. I don't even need it. I look like I could miss a lifetime of cakes now, or at least until I get some good recipes on, because I looked at my sweet and low box, and the sweet and low box has a converter chart to regular sugar. So in my mind, I'm not about to be sitting around here not eating things that are appealing to me, in a sense that if I can recreate them in a healthy manner, which I don't know if you can recreate cake in a healthy manner, because you still need oil, you still need flour, you still need all these other things. Now you can probably do gluten-free and vegan and all this other stuff, but then I don't know how it's going to turn out. But I'm going to experiment, probably not with the cake, but with some other things like tofu and turning that into a beef roast just to give me the flavor of beef. Things like that. Bean brownies. I've had somebody make black bean brownies and it tastes just like a brownie, but it was made with black beans and like alternative items to build the consistency, because the bean is the consistency of it. And I know you're thinking that stuff sounds gross as whatever, but it's really not. It's really actually quite good. And I was shocked too, because then I was bigger. No, I wasn't. I'm bigger now. I was probably 20 pounds less than what I am now then when I had it. And I was really in my eating patterns and my bad, crappy food eating cycles. And I looked at her like, don't nobody want that? Like, why you bring that? Ugh, don't nobody want that. And I tasted it and I was amazed at how good it tastes. It tastes fulfilling. It was just the right consistency. It tasted really delicious to me. It was awesome. So anyway, we get to the restaurant, Abuelo's. We're there. I'm with my BFF sister. I love her to death. And we were there, and everybody knows that she goes into anaphylactic shock when she's around seafood being made, and it's the seafood that has a really strong scent to it. And it's also other ocean sea creatures that she doesn't agree with. It just doesn't agree with her. So, of course, we get there. Of course, we're there for a party. Of course, somebody at the table orders shrimp. Jesus help us all. My BFF sister goes into anaphylactic shock. Stuff starts closing in, her throat starts closing up, she's breathing, she's running out so that she can get some fresh air. I was so upset and hurt that she was hurt and upset. I made sure she got to the car, her car, because she drove in. Had I known this was even going to happen, I would have probably driven, and then that way it would have been my car I was driving back to my place. So I drove her back to my place, extending my home to her so that she could get rest. and all that other good stuff. And she's still not feeling well. She just left not too long ago. And I just felt so bad. And the point I'm trying to make is that I never got my cake. I know. I know, friend, anaphylactic shock, me, think about cake. And so when I told her that, of course she laughs at me and she tells me, you know, girl, you just tripping. Like, I don't know what's wrong with you. But I did. I told her, I said, I never got my cake. I never got my cheesecake. I never got any of these things. But I took that all as a sign. I took that all as a sign to say, with the food hangover, because that's what this is all about, that there are just some things that I can afford to miss. I can afford to miss the cake. I can afford to miss the ice cream. It ain't going nowhere. It's still going to be there. They still going to make the same flavors they've been making. And if they make something new, it still won't be new under the sun anyway. So I'm not going to be missing anything. And like I said, I can afford to miss some meals. I can afford to miss them. It's okay. Bye-bye. Seat you. I'll seat you later. Okay? Don't make me get to clapping, boo. I'll get to clapping on you. So you got to go. And the crappy foods have to go. So the whole point of all of this video is that I'm saying to you, you gotta let this stuff go. What's it gonna take for you to let this go? Is your health on the line? Is your family life on the line? Is your productivity and motivation on the line? Are you sitting there slumped in the couch watching TV, eating that bag of potato chips? What are you doing right now? What are you doing? Put them down, get rid of them, tell everybody they ain't get no chips no more. Tell everybody in the house, you're not taking this crap anymore. You're not going to eat this crap. You're not going to put that crap in your mouth. It's not good for you. It's not healthy. It's not worth it. It's not worth all of the health risks and health conditions that you're in right now. You know, I've got plantar fasciitis. My foot hurts, it aches, it pains, and I'm pretty sure it's because of my weight. And you could say, well, you're not really that big. Yeah, I'm really that big. I'm like a refrigerator with arms and legs. I just move around. So at least that's how I feel, or how I'm picturing myself, because I feel that sluggish when I'm going up the steps, or when I'm walking somewhere and I'm walking for a very long time and I don't have any water or something that I need. I'm out here and I want to do what's right. Like, I'm out here and I want to do what's best for my body, what's best for me. And it's like a car. I've had cars, now mind you, I've had cars that you didn't put oil in. If you didn't put oil in them, you just put just enough for that sucker to go, it will go. But the point of the matter is that when you put good oil in it, the things start choking up and coughing and getting mad at you. And that's how it's going to feel at first sometimes when you're switching into your lifestyle change, because this isn't a diet. This isn't something that you're going to just give up as soon as you get the surgery, because then the surgery would not have worked and you would have done all that hard work for absolutely nothing. Who wants to do that? Nobody. So you've got to understand that you're moving on and you're moving forward and you're moving to a place that you've never been before. When you get the surgery, it's going to be one of those moments where, yeah, you're going to be in pain. Yeah, you're going to probably say, well, this don't feel like I thought it should feel. Of course you're going to feel like that. However, the benefits outweigh the risk. When you get down to the get down and you start getting acclimated to having your stomach being smaller, when you start eating all the right things that you're supposed to be eating and drinking all that water and all those sugar-free items, and you don't have all that sugar in your system to clog up your brain and your mind and your body and all that other stuff that it does, you can't go back. And the reason why you can't go back physically, which brings me into dumping, and I mean, I don't really like the word dumping. I think the word should be worse, like anaphylactic shock. You know, anaphylactic shock sounds serious. It sounds like it's a big deal, and it is. So to me, dumping doesn't sound like it equates what really happens to the body once you have the surgery and you begin to dibble dabble, because that's what people do. They dibble dabble in things that they should not be dibble dabbling in. And at first it's harmless and it's okay, but wait till you get that Girl Scout cookie. Matter of fact, I just saw a Girl Scout cookie and it has 7 grams of added sugar. 7 grams in this little teeny tiny cookie, because you know they're smaller now and you know the box is smaller. Yes. And I think there were tag-alongs. And I said, you know what? That's a lot of sugar. And I imagine in my mind, because I did have one, you know I had one. Well, you know I had my 2, because I think it's 2 for a serving. So I had my 2. And I said to myself, what if I had had the surgery and I was trying to eat this cookie? Like, what would I feel like? And I had a comment on here, and the comment was for one of my videos that you would puke if you start eating the same things that you used to eat, and you would continue puking until it was rectified. So I want to add that to the dumping syndrome. Is you're going to get physically sick. Like your body convulse. You're going to convulse. That's a serious word. Your stomach is going to go into convulsions, and you're not going to be able to keep the food that you thought you had down. Also, you're going to get that extra bloating, and I don't mean extra bloating and extra gas like, oh, it's that time of the month. I mean some serious pain, like surgery pain. I have heard of people going to the hospital because they have been in so much pain. They double over in pain because they've eaten either too much or they've eaten things that they had no business eating. And it's real. The struggle is real, but also the success is real. So you got to understand and maintain in your mind that you're in control. And like I just addressed this in my last video, you're in control of what goes in and out of your mouth. And there was a time period where I didn't believe that. There was a time period where I felt like if I didn't eat something or if I didn't finish my plate, that there was something wrong with me. So, I was raised that way. So how you looked at food when you were younger and how you view food now is not going to stay. That's got to go. That old paradigm has got to go out the window. You got to start making some new decisions and some new choices and getting some new ideas about what it means to eat healthy, what it means to view your food as fuel instead of comfort or craving or something that's going to make you feel good. Because a lot of things that make you feel good are not good for you and are not good to you. And we all know that that's true. We all know that that's true. So I hope this video has been motivational. I hope this video has given you some insight. And I hope this video kind of hits home and rips your mouth out on this Sunday morning about those things you put in your mouth. I know you're about to get breakfast. I know you're about to get that bacon. I know you're about to get them eggs. I know you're about to get them pancakes. But you got to think of it like this. Them pancakes going to have to go, and that bacon's going to have to surely get cut down. Because technically the eggs is the protein, so the bacon is really the fat, and they don't tell you that, but that's what it is. It's very high in fat. So you're gonna have to get some eggs and maybe some fruit. Find your favorite fruit, cut that sucker up, put it on your plate, and get one of them salad plates. Don't get one of them big old 12-inch, 14-inch I'm about to throw a frisbee plate. You need like a salad plate, couple leaves, a salad plate. You need, yes, hunty, yes, that's what you need. So I've been identifying these things, and I've been noticing that it's real to have food hangovers. It's real to get in a slump, eating, and you can't stop eating. It's real. I've gone through it where the mind just keeps saying, eat, food. I've been there. And it was really hard. But once I got into the weight loss surgery program, I will say this, what they started telling me to do and I started doing it, those mind signals started to disappear. Those mind signals left. And I was so astonished that they left. I almost didn't realize they were gone. So I'm being honest with you enough to tell you that even though you're feeling some type of way now, you're not always going to feel that way. It's not always going to be like that. And I hope this has been helpful. And I want you to have a great day. And I want you to eat well. So eat well, have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.